Hello, Mario. Well, we'll just have a bit of a recap about the floor plan, and then we're going to move on to the elevations. And I'm going to try and use XREFS to initiate the elevations, because using the XREFS, if there's any changes to the floor plan, that will make changing the elevations that much easier. So here we are where we finished off the floor plan, and I completed the graphical scale there. What you'll notice down there with the graphical scale is if I just turn on the properties, that I just had those little ones there. I just put them as a paper text height of 1.5, just a little bit skinnier there, just because it looks good, really. And I put this little thing in here for the sections up in there. It's pretty easy to do, and the little section thing over there that we looked at. So there's our completed, pretty much completed floor plan, all done, and yeah, ready to go. So should have learned a fair bit along the way with that. And now we're going to start looking at elevations. Now, what I'm going to do is, it'll become clear. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a file, save as, of this plan here, and what I'm going to do is call it the basic 2D CAD floor plan, which I've had a trial at this just to make sure it works, by the way. So let's hope it works the second time, and I'm going to save it as that file. So I'm just going to make a copy of that as that file, but before I do that, I'm just going to make a copy of it as it is, which is basic 2D CAD temp, I think I called it, which is that one there. So I'm going to save it as that just to make sure. Save and replace it where it's at the moment. Now I'm going to do another save, file, save as, and I'm going to save it as the floor plan and save there like that. Yes, I do, because what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to XREF that floor plan back into this plan, which is quite a helpful technique for doing the elevations. So let's just go to model space here at the moment, and that's our floor plan there that we've already drawn. That's in live mode. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm just going to put a construction line. So XL for construction line. Just to check with the GUI. Oh, I seem to have got rid of the ribbon here somehow. Oh, perhaps it's because I'm in this full screen mode, clean screen. Turn it on. There we go. I put it in that to do my titles. So there we go, home, and I'm just going to go to line here. If you go to line, oh, you don't get any options for line. Oh, perhaps if we go to draw here, and you'll get, there's array, and that's your construction line there. So there was a icon for them. Array is just a line from one point further out, that's multiple points. Divide, and these will measure, these will come up at some point as we need them, polylines. So they're all there to be used, these different line types, but at the moment we're heading on here. So I'm going to do a construction line, which is XL is the code for that, and I'm going to do a horizontal one, and I'm just going to do it through that, well, I'll do it through here actually, just through that point there. So I'll just line them all up. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do an XREF, so insert, attach, and I'm going to go to that floor plan drawing that we talked about, which is there. Okay, I'm going to go there, and I'm going to do it as an attachment. And so what that means is it'll update itself if the floor plan, not if this floor plan here is, but that other floor plan. So yeah, we're gonna have to work on that. It's a little bit tricky. Got to think our way around that. And let's go OK. And possible circular reference to current drawing is invalid. Oh, because I've got that one there. So what I need to do is to actually go back to my original plan, file, open, and I will need to go back to the actual one I was working on, which is that one there. So I say, okay, that's better. Okay, now come to here, to our model space, and yeah, it's all the same stuff applies. So let's just go Excel, enter, and H for horizontal, and through there. You can't cross-reference into the same plan. So this is one that's better. Now, what I'm going to do is XREF. So you can just go XREF like that, and that should work. But it hasn't. So I think what I'll do is done some stuff on my second screen here. I'll go back to where I was before. XREF attach, and it's the floor plan one that we want there. Okay. Okay, and we want to make it an attachment. Yeah, everything else there's all good. And there it is there. Now I'm just gonna put that there for now, and you can see how it's slightly grayed out. Now the thing is, when you're doing an elevation, you've got to be very careful as to what you look at, otherwise you get a mirror image. So what we want to do is if we're here looking towards that. So if we were going to do that, we want to project from here through there down to there. But I actually want to draw the elevations up here. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, just looking at this here, there are, and if we go to the home and go to the layers, you'll see that these are the layers that are in the XREF. They're all the XREF layers. Now some of those I can turn off, and particularly like the dimensions and things like that. So template text, the brick, I'll turn the brick hatch off. I'm going to turn that off, just so it makes life a little easier. The plan dimensions, that can come off. The doors we need, the elevations, quite know why that's there. The fixtures and fittings, probably don't need those, just to get out any clutter. The plan dimensions, definitely not. The plan text we'll leave, is quite handy. The furniture we can get rid of. The house dimensions is something that's come through with something that I've copied in. The miscellaneous we can leave. The roof lines, yeah, we need that. Plan text, text plan. Oh, that's site plan text, that's come in from somewhere else. So these are layers that have come in through some of my dodgy ways. I've drawn some things that I haven't revealed yet. So the tile hatch can come off, the wall hatch definitely. This enables us just to access those things. So there you are, there's our sort of, well, the few layers turned off. I think that one there's in the plan miscellaneous, so that could possibly come off as well. You'll note that they're clearly defined as the layers. It's quite clear that they're the ones. So there's that miscellaneous one there. Turn that off. Okay, just makes it nice and clean. Now what we need to do is we now need to rotate this through 180. So it's just as I just find it just as easy to change that to 270, and now I'm going to move this, so I'm just going to move it, and I've got everything lined up on the framing line there like that. Turn off the ortho for now. I still leave the dimensions there, and we'll sort of move over here a little bit, give ourselves plenty of room. Okay, so that's all lined up there on the thing. So what that means is when we project from this face here up, and that'll give us the elevation. If it's round the other way, we get a mirror image. Now I'm also, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a copy of this, copy selection, and I'm just going to right click and just do a paste of it. Oops, that's not working, so I'll just click on here, CP enter, and we'll just do one here. Okay, now the second elevation that I want to do, which we can reference from our plans that we're working to, is of looking at this end here, looking at there. So what we want to do is we want to rotate that there, currently at 270, so it's probably might be at 180. Okay, that's 90 degrees difference. Yes, that's where it is there, and I'm going to just move that now up onto the, okay, just move that, there's the frame line there, and I'm going to move that up onto here, and quite close to this one, and there like that, because we're going to draw the two elevations together, and they need to fit onto the plan quite well, into the plan that we're drawing. If you see from the existing plan that we've got, they need to be reasonably close together at the roof line there. So I'm just going to put them there like that. I think there's probably, I can get maybe a little bit further apart, and perhaps there looks about right. We can always change it later on anyway. So that's there. So now the elevations will be drawn up here. The beauty of this is that while if we change this plan here, it's not going to work so much, but if we, in that floor plan, if we change those floor plans, they'll change in here at the XREFS and make it easy to change the elevations. So I'm going to stop there with this one here, just save that there, file, save as, just make sure we're saving that as our ongoing plan, remembering our floor plan is the one we're leaving behind. So I'm just going to save that, and yes, okay, and now we're ready in the next video to start projecting the elevations up above there. I might, just before I go, oh no, we'll leave that line there. I'll leave it there for now. It's just a construction line. So yeah, and we'll start doing our elevations when we come back. Cheers. See you.